feel like
Tim, what do you think's reasonable?
Well, the average income in the United States, I believe, is 48,000.
That's poor.
No, that's the average income.
It's poor.
That's both men and women, though, too. That's men and women combined. The average income is 48,000. But the not 30, 42% of the population lives actually on $30,000.
I mean, I just compared because when I was working my old job, I made about $5,000. I was making about $50 a year, and I was living lavishly with no kids.
Yeah, when you're single, that's a more than
So,
enough
like,
income.
I mean, thinking with 3 kids and a partner,
You
you'd
need-
at least run over 100 each.
You think
100 each.
your household income, if you have, well, I can give you the example of 4 children. The household income with 4 children and paying child support and paying 80%, well, let's say all the bills between us, me and Brittany, we're well into the 6 figures.
Yeah.
So that's what it takes.
Is that just you or both of you
Well,
combined?
I'm well into the 6 figures, but she's also into very high
Close.
5-figure
Yeah.
number because she works hard. She
Yeah.
works a lot. It's not more than 60, but it's more than 50.
Yeah.
I don't want to give that. I don't want to seem like I'm bragging when I talk about that kind of stuff.
It's not. You're
Yeah,
being
you're doing
honest.
what
Yeah,
you're doing,
that's
bro.
why I
Like,
asked.
shit.
Yeah, I don't.
Why
If you,
not, bro?
bragging, I think entails that you're
But it wasn't. But it
that
wasn't. But it wasn't always that way though, because there was. It took me time to build.
That ain't got
that's-
nothing
but
to
that-
do
no, but
with
that's
it,
what I'm
bro. You
saying.
don't gotta explain yourself on that, man.
bragging.
That's your
bragging.
shit.
I
That's
think.
yours.
I think bragging means that like there is a part of it that. I mean, I feel like you. I don't know. When someone
It's
brags
not
about something,
bragging.
yeah,
It's
I
not
don't
bragging.
see it that way at all. I
Bro,
see it.
I feel like I earned it.
work,
Yeah,
you work
exactly.
for your shit,
If you
bro.
earn for
got
it, you're
your-
just talking about your success. That's kind of it.
Yeah, and you know it's funny too. To answer that question, there's also a balance because there are people at my work that they're actually make more than $1 million a year. But and I could too. If the only difference is that I wanted, and this is not bashing anybody that's at my job working $1 million a year, because there are a few of them. I'm not bashing them if they happen to come across this video. That's simply not true. And you know I love you, and you know who you are. But there is a balance that you have to strike as a family man about how much you want to make with how much you want to spend time with your family too, because you could ignore your family, not ignore them, but you could work a lot more hours, and I can make as much money. I'm not limited. There's no cap to how much money I can make. So I can make as much money as I want to, but it also means that I have to work harder, travel more, be.
Fantasia commented saying it's not bragging if you don't think you're better than others.
I don't think I'm better than others. But I'm actually trying to.
Yeah, I guess that's what I was
trying to
say when I
qualify
was
that by saying that
it entails that you think that you're above others.
I wanted to be around
Yeah.
when you kids were growing up. This is what I'm saying, and there's a balance. So
Yeah, working hard take you away from your family, man.
It does. It does.
It do.
it does.
It does,
So
man.
I
It
struck a
does.
balance, and I'm comfortable with the money that I make. I get to spend time with my friends. I have, and my family. I have this podcast. That takes a lot of work, right, Rach?
Yeah. How do you do it with all your 8 kids?
I make time, man. I make
Yeah.
time, and I gotta put up. You know what I mean? I gotta put up.
Because we wanted to do this
I gotta
podcast
put up.
live a couple of days ago, but your boy was sick, and I say, hey,
I
man,
gotta put
that's
up.
cool. You
I
take
had
care
to
of your
be-
boy.
Yeah, I gotta put up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not. It's not like, you know, I tell my kids and I'm telling, you know, I do what they need me to do. You know, they ever call me, I always save. It's about saving. You know, it took me a while to learn it, but I save.
It's a big one.
It's
a
save.
big
You
one.
gotta save. You gotta save. And now that I'm, you know, working on credit and other things like that, you know, I got other outreaches. You know what I mean? To if I ever need money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's just
You
just life, man.
you understood that. You finally learned that, right? The whole saving
Oh,
lesson.
yeah. Yeah,
If I could
this
give advice
past
to
year-
if I could give advice to young people, it's learn how to save money, how to put a little bit aside.
Yeah, since my
And-
car accident. I
and
really
just have
learned.
Yeah.
you and just live within your means, man. If you
Always.
if you living outside your means, you're gonna be broke.
That's the secret to credit.
Yeah, man.
You understand now? You want to understand credit? Don't buy anything you can't afford.
That's
Yeah.
it.
It's as simple as that.
Simple.
It's simple.
Simple.
Anyway, all right, go ahead, Rich.
Simple.
We'll see what the expectations are for income here. I think we're going to get into it.